Hello ladies and gents, it's Spoony Pizzas here on the Pro Evolution Soccer 2018 video, and this is how to beat Legend difficulty. This is part 1 of a part 2 series, or 2-part series, and the reason for that is because this is against a high press team, Liverpool. So I'm going to do one against a high press team, and then also another one against a more defensive team, which could be a little bit more frustrating. You'll have a lot more of the ball. But yeah, it's going to be a lot more challenging. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pause the video in parts and let you know what's going on the pitch. Okay, so rule number 1: stop crosses. This is one of the. There's two ways the Legend difficulty likes to score. One is over the top through ball, and the second is crosses. So what you're going to see here is I'm going to use super cancel, get to the player as soon as I can, and then rule number 2. It's pretty nicely on to rule number 2. 1-2s are so important when taking on legendary difficulty, especially against teams with high press such as Barcelona and Liverpool. Watch the amount of 1-2s that are performed moving up the pitch between Valencia and his teammates. And you can notice this player at the edge of the box is going to actually press. I think that is... I'm not sure who that is. But the chap who's going to get the ball here. Sanchez. Still not used to him yet. And there you go. So you can see Valencia still making that run. He's still pushing on. He's still pushing on upfield. But it was a poor pass and a waste of possession there. I didn't play amazingly well. This is my first game of the day. So rule number 3, track your runners. Don't get sucked into the ball. You'll see this a bit later on as well. But you can see there, if you want to press the ball, use the secondary press. And rule number 4, fight for every ball, never give up. Here I'm defensively sound. I can see Bailey and Smalling there, I've got their men. Mata's also going to cut out any sort of low crosses. So I was pretty happy. Otherwise, there's sometimes I would use the right analog stick to select the player in a defensive position if I need to readjust their position. If I feel like there's a bit of exposure. This simple turn here gives you time on the ball and also allows your team to move up the field, which is quite important. You can see there, shifted Liverpool back a bit, which makes it a lot harder for them to attack you. You force their team back. See here, okay, there's the 3-on-3, but it's nothing too strenuous to deal with. If that's all they've got, then I'm happy with that. Just hopeful long ball, over the top balls I can pretty much deal with. There's Tony Martial and Herrera and Mata. So you see there little turns. Rule number 5: be brave and keep an eye on your mini map at all times. So you can see there in the mini map at the center at the bottom. You can see Valencia is coming into the screen. Don't just play the safe passes. I could go straight back, or I could play it into Mata, but no, I'm going to hold on to the ball a bit, wait for support, and Valencia's there. You have to just keep moving the ball until something happens. And in this position, in this point, you can see edge of the box 1-2s are especially effective if a defender is being pulled out of position. So you can see there, Martial, defender's going to meet him, but then I've got Mata just holding that position, just ready for the 1-2. And this is why I like my strikers in the SS role. Oh, off the post. That should be 1-0. You don't always score in this game, as you're probably well aware. So you have to try and take your chances when they come along. Again, like I say, fight for every ball. Okay, so in this next few seconds, what you're going to see is how fast I move the ball using a lot of one-touch football. I'm waiting for a situation to materialise near goal. Nothing did, so I retained possession for Mata to try and curl an effort. So you're going to see me lose the ball in a minute. Here, I believe, yeah, straight into their player. But as soon as I get the ball, watch how fast I move this now. Bang, bang. Another touch, another touch. Had to use super cancel there because I misplaced the pass. I thought it was going to go to the runner. Not always guaranteed, but you can see here I'm sort of overpassing. waiting to see what was on. And here's Mata. Nice little bit of skill, killed effort, but he's not got enough swerve on him to score. Trying to use super cancel there to intercept the long pass from the goalie. Again, I'm tracking the runners. I'm doubling up here on Salah because I know he's a real threat. This is Arnold. There's Salah. Just hoofing the ball in. That should have been safely back to the goalie. But he sort of pulled my player back with the physical contact, which I'm going to explain is one of my bugbears a bit later on. Long ball up to Lukaku. I've got a high advantage up there, and that's why I just tend to launch it in the air, and hopefully my strikers can win it and gain these extra precious few yards. Once again, I can see the threat of Salah, but I've moved my strongest defender out to meet him, which was Bailey. But he managed to get the cross in anyway, but good pressing by Smalling made it hard for Firmino to do anything there, really. That was a risky pass. If he intercepted that, it would have been like a 3-on-1. So I wasn't happy in this bit of play, to be honest. Okay, so Legend love to do this. They lay the ball back, looking for a 1-2. It's so simple yet so effective, and easy to be drawn into the ball. The reason for this is because superstar level, the AI will take a touch before playing the ball, thus allowing you to recover the ball on superstar. It's just bad habits you'll learn from playing superstar that will catch you out, as it nearly does for me, but I realise what's going on sort of just in time. If you watch this. Oh, almost went out to the ball with Matic, but managed to tuck back in and just get my head on it. So it was really, really edgy, but that's the thing with Legends. You sort of keep your superstar, your faults or your bad habits from the superstar level that you carry into the Legend level. Normally you just go out and press the ball and he'll take the touch, and that's a nice bit of play there. Just lays it off to Lukaku in the path of his run. Beautiful bit of play, and what a finish. This is sometimes you just, there you go, little layoff, spins in behind the defender, Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk's lost him. Wrong foot as well. I did cross my mind whether to take it or not, but I thought you don't get many chances in PES, but more of a side foot finish into the corner of the net. That's why I went for the control, because it was his weaker foot. Added the finesse to the shot. You see there the strength of the defenders. I will be talking about this later as one of my bugbears. And you'll notice in these clips I've got wingers, I've got the fullbacks, but I'm not actually using just to hoof the ball in the area. I'm more using them as a sort of support role. So they'll get up and give me support on the wings, giving me good possession. But they'll also they'll just be playing the ball simply back in the middle. And the reason for that is because they haven't got the greatest crossing stats, Shaw and Valencia. And whilst I have got Lukaku, I'd rather give the ball to Sanchez, Mata. They've got the stats to actually find a player with a through ball. I tried to super cancel there, but he just couldn't quite take it on his chest. It's the Lukaku first touch for you. Once again, trying to super cancel, get in front of the defender, but Legend difficulty is much more difficult to win the ball like that. There you go, just on the cover. I used super cancel there. See, I'm very, very patient. I didn't play the ball first time because otherwise I think it was Salah would have intercepted it. Okay, in this situation, face your opponent and jockey. So hold the special controls button, wait for him to get close, and then move out and press X to tackle. It is a single tap. The reason for the single tap is that a double tap will leave you exposed defensively, as it's a longer animation if he does get around Smalling. I'm happy with Bailey's positioning as it's blocking the path to Salah, and also can act as cover if Smalling makes a mistake. So he's in a good position there. There you go. Just wait for him just to make that move, and then I stepped out and pressed the X button. Perfect. Nice little 1-2s here. Once again, it's opening up nicely. Okay, so this is the perfect scenario. Mata can play the ball into Martial when Martial turns to face Mata. Martial will lay the ball off, giving Mata plenty of time on the ball for his next move, whether that's to shoot, pass. So this is ideal. This is. You watch this little bit of play here. There we go. Unfortunately, I made the wrong option, made the wrong choice. Should have stepped to the left, but it does happen at such a pace that you just it's hard to think about what's actually going to happen. But it's a really good scenario to be in. That is, it's one of my favourites. You can just lay it into the striker. You can hold it up and lay it off. Obviously, with Martial, he's not as strong as Lukaku, so I have to lay it off that a little bit sooner. But sometimes when you lay into Lukaku, you can hold it a bit better. Okay, so here my alarm bells are ringing because the gap between Bailey and Smalling is huge. It's over Shaw's head, so I've got to make sure I go and win that ball. And if it clears out for a throw in, I've got to do everything I can, whether I have to foul the player. Just make sure you do that to regain your team's shape. So here you go. I was happy to go out with the throw, to be honest, there. I make a meal of it once again, but luckily it's a tame shot there from Mane. I don't know what happened here. When goalie throws it and no one seems to get on it, it was risky because that was Smalling, so I don't like defenders coming out of defence, especially not up the halfway line, so yeah. Muscled once again. Okay, so here, this is too risky to press the ball with Smalling. The reason for my bendy run with Smalling is to try and play the offside trap. Sometimes works. I have to hold position and either A, wait for the cross and deal with it, or B, wait until he drives into the penalty box before deciding the right time to press and block his path to the goal. This involves waiting for my defensive players to regain their shape. So you can see there, they're all running back. You see that my bendy run there just to try and play him offside. Luckily he crossed it nice and early, it makes it a bit easier to deal with, especially with the height of Smalling. And Liverpool players up front, they haven't got a lot of height. So in this little clip here, I've set Lukaku on a run. So hold the player select and flick the right analog stick in his direction. Then the second, or split second, he's in front of the defender. That's when you need to play the ball. So you can see there, he's just ahead. He's got loads of strength, Lukaku, so I know he can hold off his man. Player runs are still important on legend level. It's a bit of an exploit, but beware, this does drain player stamina rapidly. Yeah, so if you keep using this, I reckon about 3 times and your player have no stamina left. 3 or 4 times a match. Honestly, it really does drain their stamina. Goalie came out, made my decision nice and easy. I think Virgil van Dijk would have got back and probably pulled Lukaku back with his super strength. But now he managed to hold off. There I read the pass before he even made it. And here I go for a knuckle shot. But I think that's Clavin who got in the way. Good block. Once again, Read the pass. Bit of a scrappy play here. And once again, working the 1-2s. Nothing really on. You can see that I moved around to the right hand side of that player because I saw the he might have been able to play it to the wing, so just had to play it safe. And there's a good block for the shot. So once again, just tracking your players, keeping a good shape about you. It's really important. Hopeful long pass there. Made some subs, and as did they. But I cut that out from the video, so don't want to watch that. So this is perfect. So basically, Rojo has played the ball into Mata. He's played the ball onto Martial, who's then going to return it to Rojo. He's going to get a strike on goal. So once again, using that 1-2 momentum to get into the penalty box and get a shot off. Has left me a little exposed. I don't know why Rojo was so far up the field, but he was one of my substitutions. And here's my bugbear with Legend AI. So the physical strength of all AI players seems too much. It's like they get a boost. I've seen David Silva pull back Paul Pogba, and he's a midget with no strength. So yeah, you're going to see here just the way he just sort of pushes Sanchez back off the ball with his severe strength. And that happened during all game. If you watch this game back, you watch the amount of times that my players just get pulled back, regardless of who they are. Happens a bit too frequently for my liking. Almost got a shot off there with Sanchez. Just tried to lay it into his path. It's the 90th minute, so just wasting time now. Just get that win under my belt. Should have been about 3 or 4-0. Hit the post earlier with that chip shot over the goalie. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I will be sharing my tactics at the end of this video. These are the highlights. This is the 1-2. Nice little chip, but just off the post. Really unfortunate there. Good clearance by Virgil van Dijk. So a nice little bit of play. Lays back to Mata. A little bit of skill. Cuts inside. And just tries to curl on, but that curl was just completely missing. Elbow there from Wijnaldum. Once again, looking for those 1-2s. Oh, what a finish that is. Looks even better from that angle. Brilliant. Just lays it off. The way he spun in behind Virgil van Dijk. He's pointing where he wants it. I say do look out for those pointing hands, but don't always play it. If it's not on, don't play it. But you can see there he got a few yards on Virgil van Dijk and was able to punish him and save again. Got a yard on Virgil van Dijk and punish Mignolet for charging out, or Karius, whoever's in goal. Good strike here from Lukaku. I'd like to see where that would have ended up. Had loads of power on it, but unfortunately the defender blocked it. Good defending there. So when you want to do this, you just hold the I was holding Super Cancel, then just tap the X button when you want to do the slide tackle. Once he's released the shot again, Rojo, oh, it's beautiful, lovely play. Little 1-2s around the edge of the box. Perfect. And that's the end of the video. So I'm just going to show you the, there you go, 58% possession, 7 shots, 5 on target. So it was, and here's the formation. So I've more or less gone for the same formation that Man United used against Huddersfield this weekend. More or less. Not exactly the same. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Leave a comment if you enjoyed it. And leave a like as well. Or if you disliked it, leave a dislike. And this is how you beat Legendary difficulty. Thanks a lot, guys, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.